Good morning, everyone. Today is 1st of September 2022. It's 10:30 in the morning. This is Euro USD 1 hour time frame. Yesterday's trade was I took a short position here with a stop up here, and I closed the trade somewhere in this area down here. Maybe I had a worse entry because I closed the trade at 2 to 1 risk reward. The reason why I closed the trade here, well, I got this bounce and I did not close the trade. Market came back down again, and then it started to bounce again. Near this area of support. And I was expecting market might get a bounce, so I closed my position. I couldn't open a long position because I was not in front of the chart. I had to close from my phone, and I'm happy I closed, because if I didn't, yeah, I would have lost my profit. I might be looking to take a short position here, but I was hoping for a better entry, for the market to just come back a little bit near this trend line. This trend line was working as resistance, and I'm hoping to get an entry somewhere up here. This is the 1 hour time frame. Market is pretty much in trading range that looks like an uptrend, or an uptrend that looks like a trading range. It's an uptrend because market is making highs, lows, higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, higher lows, and higher lows. We still didn't come up for a higher high. This is the highest high we have. And this is why in the 5 minute I have this red trend line here. This high haven't been retested. It's only retested, it's only like we came here up once, and market didn't come up here again. So I want to refer to the bull case why some people might want to open a long position here. We have this red trend line working as resistance again and again. We had a breakout, and after the breakout starts to work as support. But that doesn't look like a successful breakout anyway. I think I should be taking a short position here. I'm not sure, that looks like a climax to me. Could be just pullback, continuation setup. So I'm going to wait. If I'm very uncertain like this, I prefer to wait. If I want to take a short position, I want to take a short position somewhere up here near this trend line, the stop loss somewhere. Yeah, I might be up there. At least I can target down here. Market is moving so quickly here, so what I was hoping will happen, something like this, and then I get a second entry. Market just went up there, immediately bear started shorting, and the market never looked back, just kept falling and falling and falling. I still believe I might get another entry. Market bounced off of the 20 moving average, and I'm gonna be taking a short position soon. I hope this will come all the way up here and make some sort of a reversal pattern. Two-bar reversal, three-bar reversal, just anything. If the market was to come all the way up, break above it, then I'm going to be anticipating failure. So if I see the market breaking up, I would wait for any opportunity to see it could fail back down again, and I could take a short position. Part of me saying I need to take a short position here with a stop loss up here. Just want to be patient. I believe I can get a better entry. I don't want to go short still yet. This market is just to come just a little bit up for me to enter. If not, I'm gonna have to take a short position here and stop loss somewhere in this area. Market is coming back up again here. This is the 5-minute time frame. I have this trend line here working as resistance, tested here as strong resistance. Market is trying to approach it again, and I'll be looking to open a short position near it up here. There is always the trade-off. Just get a better entry and early entry, or wait for the market to put some bear bars. And the entry is going to be worse. Something I always think about, just since the market is going up right now. So now the momentum is to the upside, which means I have a higher probability of success making money on the long side than on the short side. So if I buy now, I'm more likely to make money than if I short now. So I want to see how the market is going to react to this trend line. Market is gaining momentum here. Come on, come on. Could take a short position up here. I sold here 0.3. I'll add to my position and trail my stop loss to above this wick. If I see bear bar close near its low. So now my entry is here, not here. Again, it's because it's so hard for me to pull the trigger when this looks like a full blown up bull candle that looks so strong, and it's hard for me to just press on the short position to open. So I waited for this retracement for the candle to close, and then I took the short position. Now I just need to wait. Yeah, one more thing that is so effective, I believe, is trend line breakouts. So assuming that I'm playing this trend line here, and it's tested once, twice, 3 times, and here I want to take a short position. If I have this trend line here, I could take a short position here, or I could make this trend line very steep. And this comes the breakout of this trend line, the retest. Take a short position here. So far, I don't believe we have any breakout of any trend line. This trend line looks good. Well, this candle here does not look good. Doesn't look bad, but it doesn't look good. This tail at the bottom indicating buying pressure. And my market is going up. So if I just show you this, I say, hey, what do you want to be doing? You'll be telling me, well, that's a market that's making higher highs and higher lows all the way. So likely could come back for a higher high. And this is just makes me concerned if I should trail my stop to break even. I think I want to trail my stop to break even because it looks like the momentum could continue, could carry on. Typically what I want to see from a trade, I want to see that the trade is going my way. So you have a strong doji, but a lot of selling pressure, followed by a strong bull doji, which indicates a lot of buying pressure, and inside doji, and then another outside doji here that's indicating same pressure. But overall, this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 overlapping bars, that's a barbed wire, could indicate the beginning of a trading range. And if this is the beginning of a trading range, where do you think the boundaries of the range? Well, I guess this is the high of the range and this is the bottom of the range, if the market was to start a trading range. Does it mean that the market could come down here and then bounce? I think that's likely to happen. Yeah, but for now I just want to wait and see. Even though I have a better entry, my stop loss is pretty far away, very far. That's 15 pips. I was hoping for a stop loss that's, I don't know, 9 pips. So when I target like 27 pips, somewhere down here, and I can get a 3 to 1. Now this market needs to move for me to get a 3 to 1. I can target a 2 to 1, it's okay. Well, this green trend line here, need to be broken and retested as resistance. Because so far this thing here looks like this. Look at this, look at this. They look pretty similar to me. So if market was to actually shoot up something like this, then I want to be on board. Yeah, I want to be ready to reverse my position to long anytime. Well, this market does not offer good swings so far. It just so much overlap, so much back and forth movement. I'll trail my stop. I want to trail my stop to break even. Yeah, I will. I have my stop at break even. And let's see. Market just closed a 5 minute candle in a very bullish way. Bull candle closing exactly at its high, which indicates buying pressure. And my concern is that this here looks like this. Something I like to see that encourages me to stay in a trade is to see a trend line break, which supports my claim on the side that I want to go, or on the side that I want the market to go. And I want the market to go down, so I want to see a bull trend line break, which is this one here, and the market just broke below it. So assuming that I found some reason, let's find a reason to take a short position. I'll find a good reason to take a short position. Yeah, but assuming that here is a resistance and I want to take a short position somewhere in this area. Okay, there's resistance once, twice. I want to see the market breaking below this green trend line to give me confidence that there's control in the market now, which here did not happen. I'm gonna hide this one here. So what I see now is a market that's trying to go up basically. Overall picture on the 60-minute time frame, overall it's some sort of an uptrend. It has too many reversals up, too many reversals up then down, up then down, up then down. There's too many reversals, but overall the market is moving up, and this is good. Why is it good that it's moving up? Because the overall picture, this is the 1 day time frame, this is the daily time frame. The overall picture is a market that's actually in a downtrend. Here we tested the moving average once, twice. And usually the market tends to test the moving average more than twice, and usually the market would test the moving average once, and then you're gonna have the market going even above this wick, which here, and then you're gonna have the market testing the moving average a third time, which you're going even taking out this high and going even above it. So which is this. So assuming that you entered short somewhere here and you had a stop exactly above this wick, you're gonna get triggered, you're gonna get stopped out. Assuming that you take another short position and you have a stop above this wick, you're gonna get stopped out a second time, or the third time would be successful if you dare to enter a third time. Yeah, but what I want to say is that the market usually tends to come and test a level over and over again. Let's find another example. Tested it once, broke below it, came back again, tested it twice, 3 times, 4 times. You can see this all over the place actually. Tested it once, twice, 3 times, 4 5 times and then broke below it and then tested it back here again. So the point I'm trying to make, overall picture price is more likely to go down than up on the long term. But on the short term, I guess the market will come back up again to test the top of this wick, because it did not, just one time here, and we need to come back again and maybe again and maybe again before we go lower. So overall the market could be coming still up on the short term to test this high here. That doesn't look good for me. Let me remove all these lines, man. Too many lines. Yeah, too many lines. Damn it. This trend line here, this green trend line here, was tested as resistance, 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 broke above it, broke back again below it, broke back again above it, became support, and right now it's acting again as support here. Why is this important? Well, these trend lines are usually important to dictate where a bounce is likely to happen and how strong the bounce could be. So yesterday if you have this trend line here that's connecting this level, this level, this level, and all of this area of resistance, you finally end up getting it back here as support. Now there is also a good reason for why we found support here, which was this area of support. I don't know if I overanalyze the market and I should just sit there and do nothing, brainless, but I like to observe patterns and in which scenario what's more likely to happen. Just put it back in the just put it again in the future and see if I can make money out of it. And now this pattern here looks like resistance that turned into support, and what I hope is going to happen, this bounce here will fail, get back again below it, we test it back again as resistance, and then we take a dive from there. 20 EMA is working right now as resistance. Price is trying to push back again above it. It's a very slow market. Very slow market. Something I like to do, which is assuming that I spot this move is parabolic wedge 1 2 3, Anyway, it's parabolic wedge, which means we're likely to get a pullback or a reversal. And then I have this trend line, and then I have a trend line break, which is good, assuming that we managed to take a short position somewhere up here. Good to see a trend line break. Okay, makes me think, okay, this is going lower, I want to be in the trade. So far so good. Then now I want to have another trend line on the short side, and I want to see the market staying below this trend line. Good resistance, and you can modify the line a little bit, and still working as resistance. Beautiful. And then we have a breakout above the trend line, and then we have strong bull bar which confirmed the breakout above this trend line here. And at this point I'm thinking, okay, well, that's an uptrend, because that's what it looks like. That's an uptrend, and this is a pullback, and this is a breakout, and market is likely to go and maybe put a new high. Well, this could be an argument. Second argument could be, well, this channel is very tight. Breakouts are likely to fail. And then I wait for failure, and the failure happened. But again, market did not go lower. Market for 5 hours was just moving sideways, which, because it was overnight, it's an Asian session, not much action going on. But then this was forming a triangle, very tight trading range. Any short position here would have been good. Now I come here and I want to apply the same rules. Well, the same rules do not apply here. The market has already broken out of this trend line and then put an inside bear bar, and then market is just trying to push above the moving average, which indicates that bears are not in control. It's two-sided trading. I had the theory about if this is top of the range, where bottom of the range is likely to be. The bottom of the range is likely to be here, and immediately once we broke below it, there is buying pressure, and maybe we're coming back again to top of the range. Well, this could be another theory. This looks so bullish to me. Honestly, I wanna be going long right now. I wanna be taking a long position here. I'm so inclined to take a long position here. This to me looks like it is going up. Am I saying this just because I'm in a short position and my judgment is clouded and I have fear of giving back profits? Could be, but if I remove all these trend lines, I would say, man, this is an accumulation period. To the bottom, market is grinding up very slowly, and will actually just go explode soon, something like here. Hmm. Do I think this could come down here? I don't know. Okay, I wanna just close my eyes, breathe, look back at the market, and what do I see? I see a market is in a trading range. That's a market that's just moving sideways, nothing else. And now the market is in the middle of the range. Okay, let's say this is the middle of the range. What's been happening for the past 9 hours and 35 minutes? Here's what's been happening. If the market is above the the green zone, you could take a short position. Oh, come on. It's like this is the mean, and if the market is below it, you take a long position. And overall, it's slowly grinding up, because this area here was an area of resistance worked once as support, we broke below it, and right now it's acting as resistance. Too much thinking. I think I'm trying to be productive, and maybe I just need to sit and do nothing instead. Part of me want to take a long position. I have a theory. long position here with a stop down here and wait. And since on the short term I believe market need to come up, likely to come up and test this high, then maybe my theory is good. Hmm. Am I imagining things? I believe I'm not imagining things. I believe market is likely to come up and test this high, this red dashed or dotted trend line, because in the daily we just tested once, man, just here. We're likely to come back again to it and then again to it. Well, maybe the theory is correct, but it doesn't necessarily mean we need to come now, or maybe we need to come back up here tomorrow. So just taking a position now based on what could happen on the daily, I guess is not a smart move, because this is what's happening now. The theory for this to come up and test the high could be correct. Doesn't necessarily mean today, doesn't necessarily mean now. Market now is near 1-to-1 risk reward. For me, I risk 45 plus commissions usually around $2, so it's like it's 47, and we are near this area now, and my stop is at break even. Let's assume that where this could be going. Back down again to the infamous support 99830. Will be 170. One point of concern why this market might have a bounce or a continuation to the upside is this trend line here. What did I delete, man? Yeah. This yellow trend line here, we can see it in the 15-minute chart or even the 60-minute chart. The green trend line, we're gonna support, we're likely to get support around it. But also the yellow trend line on a smaller time frame could give us a bounce. We're gonna support here, and right now market just started to bounce. What I'm hoping would happen, they will be trapped and it will keep going lower, and then these bulls would be forced to sell out of their positions, which would fuel the move further down. I'm tempted to take profits here. That's not even a 2 to 1, so I wouldn't be following my plan at all. My plan is minimum 2 to 1 in a move. I think I might take profits here, and if we get a bounce, I might take another short position. Now this trend line looks like it's gonna hold as support, same way as this one here held as resistance. Thing is, if I took profit here and then this end up coming down here, oh man, I'm gonna feel like shit. It doesn't matter what I feel, market doesn't care. I think it's just part of it. This indecision game, give back your profits or wait and you might get more. I closed here and then we get a bounce. I think I'm gonna close here. This is yesterday's trade around 90, 89.40. This is today, not even 2 to 1. Risk in 45. Come on, calculator. That's 76, 45. That's a 1.6 trade. Well, that's what I mentioned. What? Okay, so first, I'm proud. I'm proud I managed to wait and not to take an entry down here. Okay, this is something good I made. I wanted to take an entry up here, and I've seen this work as resistance. I was so tempted to take a short position, managed to control my fear of missing out on the move, and I said no, market is gonna give me another opportunity to go short. Market end up coming back up here. I had a short here. My entry was a little bit late. I should have had an entry here. My stop loss should have been where it was. It was perfect. Somewhere I had my stop somewhere up here, and the trade would have been different, would have had a different result. So again, I'm trying to work on my entries. I used to have terrible entries and I'm trying to improve them. This is gonna be my main focus for like the next 1 or 2 months, to just get the best entry I can. And I guess the best entry I could have had was exactly the trend line. But again, I go through this, should I wait for confirmation or should I just take the trade while it's there? And here I decided to wait for confirmation, and then market was just very low. I decided to wait back again. Market came up, I did not enter, and I decided to wait just for more confirmation, and then this candle had a tail and it closed, and immediately at the close of the bar I took a short position. Good job, but I should have entered up here. So this is something I'll work on. I think I'm done for the day.